Hey, 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 you're watching a Famicast Reacts. It's your boy JC. I'm here with Danny.
Hey, what's up, man?
We're watching the Nintendo Direct. That was 23rd of September, which was announced at the end of Famicast. What was it? 206?
206. It's the just for the record, it was the 24th for us at 7 in the morning. So
Yeah. So yeah, there are a few differences between the Japanese one and the English one. So we've got the Japanese one up top here, and the actually the European, the British one down below. Because I don't like what I watched the American one live, and having the dub, God, that annoys me. It's like
That's
Mr.
Weird, yeah.
Like, hi, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. I've directed the Mario series. It's like, dude, what?
Yeah,
Here we go.
It is what it is, right?
It is what it is, but there it is. But yeah, they pretty much sync up with a few differences. But this is the first time for me watching the Japanese one. And you've already watched both?
I've watched all the Japanese one, and then I kind of just caught like a lot of the news from the English speaking one and stuff. So
Oh, okay, yeah. I actually missed the beginning bit of the live direct because I was on the train.
okay.
So first one, thoughts? This is Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah, it's Monster Hunter. I mean, it's like more stuff for people that like Monster Hunter. That's good. I'm not really so much into it, but hey, good for those of you that are. Got something to be excited about.
Good luck to them. I mean, it's weird that it's like DLC. I thought it would be like they usually do Monster Hunter G or whatever, like the upgraded version, right? But
yeah, well, I think maybe these days, even with the PlayStation 4 Monster Hunter, they had pretty sizable like DLC and stuff.
Yeah,
and I think they're kind of
Iceborne.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they're kind of like going along that route, and I think that's a little bit better to do, honestly, like these days, as opposed to release a completely new game. Because
there it is, Sunbreak. Oh, okay, same name in both regions. See? Okay,
yeah,
we actually say sundown in English, but whatever. Sunbreak. Okay. Well, there's a lot of English in the Japanese one.
Yeah, it's Capcom, so I think they kind of geared that one towards the West. So
okay, then so let's move on to the next one, which is was that Chocobo stuff?
Yep,
something like that.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I thought this was going to be Japan only, and then when I found out that it wasn't, I was like, oh, okay.
It's Mario Kart. What can you say?
It's Mario Kart. I mean, it looks okay, I guess. I mean, it's kind of hard to judge something like this without having played it, because there are a lot of like different kart clones and stuff like that, all with varying degrees of quality. So
exactly.
We'll see.
Wait, did the Japanese one not have it?
No, it does.
Oh, sorry. The Japanese one is now. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting mixed up here. So the European one, maybe it did it in different order.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So the European one went on with the Mario Party.
Yeah.
It looks okay.
Yeah. Mario Party. I mean, this is a known entity. It's something that we've known about, anyways. I mean, I have the first Mario Party on the Switch. It's fine. It's fun. Like, if you have that type of situation.
What about this Chocobo game?
I really don't care so much. It looks like it could be fun enough, but yeah.
Yeah. I wonder where Chocobo GP came in then on the Western one. Anyway,
sometimes. It's
already not synced up.
Right.
Now they're doing Mario Party. Okay.
Right.
That's completely messed it up.
Nintendo. Yeah, they gotta kind of give their the Japanese publishers a bone here and stuff too. So maybe that's why.
Yeah. Okay. I think I only played one Mario Party, the first one, and that was it. I was like, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like on N64, you mean?
Yeah, N64.
Wow.
I rented it once, hurt my hand, and then never played it again.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The infamous thing. Yeah.
I never hurt my hand because I'm not a wimp, but whatever.
Mario Party Superstars. Okay, and then this card game from the guy. What's the name? Yoko Taro?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of card-based video games, honestly. So like, I like the artwork. I think the artwork looks cool, and
I think the title is very Japanese, like voice of cards. It's like Card no Koi. It's like literally just a direct translation. It's like, dude, you can't do that. It's like,
well,
Oh, it's called Voice of Cards in
Yeah.
Japanese as well. What
I
the
think it's called
fuck?
Dragon's Island or something.
Weird. Okay. Oh, we can skip
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
Let's skip
So-
that one.
That's that.
Next.
And of course, for the pickup titles in the Japanese one, they start out here with the Mario Golf stuff, the second DLC pack, and they kind of go on to a couple of other different things here. I think.
And then
from
the Western one went on with Disco Elysium, which I think was also in the Japanese one, right?
Yeah, I think it was maybe shown at some point. They have a post of it on their website.
Oh,
So
sorry, Hakkun. That's Ninji, right? Oh, okay. I didn't know his name was Hakkun. Interesting. And 2 new courses. That's cool. Oh, free
Yeah.
DLC.
yeah,
Can't say no to that. Yeah. I totally forgot that game was out the other day.
yeah,
I was like, Danny, is Mario Golf out?
right. Yeah,
Yes.
this Disney game, this looks just like there was a couple of these maybe on 3DS, and it
Yeah.
looks just like that.
It does. And those are Mii's, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Weird.
So that's that.
Yeah. 3DS games now on the Switch. Brilliant.
Kind of.
Okay, the Western one's gone on to the Zelda DLC already.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now the Japanese one
Yeah.
is. I mean, did you go back to this game, Danny? I didn't.
Oh man, like I want to like it so much. I don't hate it. It's just I just couldn't get back into it. I played for a couple of hours and then I just couldn't get back into it.
What's annoying is that it's like all of this Breath of the Wild content, all this story content, but it's not in a game that I want. It's
Sure,
so annoying.
I mean, yeah, the gameplay, it's fine, I guess. I mean, I don't know. There's just something about it that I didn't enjoy this as much as I did the original Hyrule Warriors, which I really love that game. It just wasn't translating the same.
Okay.
I like the story stuff. Looks cool, but yeah, maybe I'll get back into it someday. Yeah.
I mean, if this was a Breath of the Wild like DLC, I would be shitting my pants here. It's like, holy shit, you can play as these guys, you can do this. Yeah. It's like, but thinking about what game it's in, I'm like, next.
Still, I think it's a clever stopgap, I think, for Zelda fans. They could actually, they can play these characters, maybe not in the ways that they want to, but it seems like it's done well enough for them.
Okay.
Yep.
Expansion pass. Okay. They're just straight up using the English terminology.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay, so we're going to next.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Smash Brothers announcement. That is kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, the Western one went on to talk about after that.
Yeah, so Smash, I mean, I wasn't expecting to see anything, not even, just this brief mention that, hey, tune in on, October 5th or whatever. So.
Right. That's kind of exciting. I mean, that we're going to know everything. We're going to know who it is, how they play, everything, when it's going to come out, everything.
Oh, no.
Okay, now it's Kirby, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I thought this was, for a second, I thought it was like Splatoon 3.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's like this post-apocalypse kind of thing. And then I was like, no, this is not.
Yeah, there's no desert, right?
Yeah, and then I was like, wait, is this Animal Crossing? Like, are they going to like fucking Apocalypse Animal Crossing? I was like, what? Maybe they got the island where they, it's abandoned island, but no, Kirby. But I mean, I'm not. Most people who listen to the podcast know that I'm not a fan of Kirby. Hold up to win, but this is, it looks like they're going the kind of Mario Odyssey route with Kirby, which is kind of exciting. I mean, I'm more likely to play a game like that than just hold up to win.
I mean, just looking at the trailer and stuff, it seems kind of like an open world Kirby. I mean, at some point you can kind of see it looks like there are some limitations.
Discovery. Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Is that what it's called in English?
No, the Forgotten Land in English.
Well, hey, you got to give it to the people that name the Japanese names for these and stuff like that. They're trying to make it so it sounds cool to like Japanese gamers and stuff, and maybe that sounds cool. I don't know.
Lost World.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went for Discovery. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if many Japanese people know the word Discovery, to be honest.
Maybe not, but
quite a hard word.
Yeah, and maybe that's kind of like their whole thing with this game, their whole theme. Like Breath of the Wild, the whole theme was that the world is alive, it's breathing or whatever. And that's kind of like maybe that's what they're talking about here. The whole thing is you're discovering a lot of different things in this 3D environment. Who knows?
Well, it's not no worse than Star Arise,
Right.
right?
Right.
Which they kept, right? It's the same in English and Japanese, except it wasn't the same because
Right. It wasn't, but it was.
the pronunciation was kind of messed it up. There it is. Hoshino Kirby Discovery.
Yep.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land in English. Interesting. Okay. And same release window, obviously. Next year. Exciting for some people, I guess.
Yeah, I know some people that are pretty excited. Balls, one of our good buddies, he's really into Kirby. He really liked Star Allies, and he's looking forward to this one.
Okay. And then this is the Animal Crossing Direct.
People are still. I know a lot of people that were big on Animal Crossing when it came out. They aren't playing now. I'm curious if you guys out there, if you are still playing, good for you, getting some good value for your money, I guess.
In case you didn't know, Danny, I think the point is this cafe, which people have been whining about, is finally being added. That's actually, that was in the only one that I played, is the DS one, and that was from the DS one.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I guess a lot of people lost their shit at that point. Oh my god, I can buy fake coffee in Animal Crossing.
It's kind of a chill little place to go, chill, hang out.
I'm kind of like completely oblivious to everything Animal Crossing, but have they already done an autumn update? This is a winter update?
Maybe. I'm not the guy to ask. Again, I don't own the game.
Because we're about to go into autumn, and then it's like, it looks autumny, but then it's like, the DLC is coming in November. It's like, isn't that way too late? It's like, anyway. Okay, the Western one went on to the Disney shit. And then, okay, this is Project Quadrilateral, what's it called? Quadrilateral Quest?
Triangle Strategy?
Triangle Strategy, there you go. We have a Famicast episode named after how dumb this game title is.
Right. Looking at it, it looks gorgeous. I mean, just the art style here and just all that type of stuff. I think it looks great. I kind of want to try it out. And again, at the same time, like I've always liked the idea of trying to play tactical RPGs like Final Fantasy Tactics and especially Final Fantasy Tactics. And but when I start playing them, I realize that like, man, I'm not very good at these, or I'm just like not having fun or whatever.
But in the Western one, they were talking about, all of the feedback that they've got, about changing the camera angle and stuff. So it sounds like they've listened to people who played the trial, and then
they talked about that here too. So
that's cool. So March 4th.
Yeah, March 4th.
Next
release. Worldwide. So. And pre-orders are open now too. So
if you want to just waste your money, buy it now.
Yeah, Square Enix eStore special edition with all this stuff, CDs.
I don't remember that being in the Western one.
Yeah, probably Japan exclusive.
Yeah. This one.
Shin Megami Tensei 5?
Yes, I don't. Was this? I don't think this was in the Western one.
It's already. Pretty sure we already seen this type of stuff. It's just kind of like another. Hey, don't forget about this.
But this is the exclusive thing that people are wanting to see here.
Yeah.
I mean, we have no history with this game. We know nothing about this game, but lots of people like it.
Yeah. Well, I know they have a pretty ridiculous special edition that's coming out that I don't remember when they did. Maybe it was like back around E3 or May or something when they put up like pre-orders for it and stuff. It's pretty expensive and it comes with a lot of different stuff. I think they're doing something similar in the West. I don't remember if it's exactly the same or if the Japanese one is a little bit different, but yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 5 should be November.
To me, it always looks like a PS3 game, though. November 11th, okay.
Yep.
11/11. Okay.
Some more Metroid. Yeah, interesting to note.
This is different. The music.
Really? Okay.
This is quite different.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool little thing.
Oh wow! So they're going all out and having their own like not music video, but like music to go with it. Yeah. I didn't like the Western one. The one that I watched, it was like this woman doing a voiceover. It was really annoying.
Okay.
She was like, check out the website and you can see all these episodes. And it's like, dude, shut up. No one wants to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pick up title. Maybe it's.
Yeah, this is, what is this? Yeah, and we don't, they did not show off
Dying Light.
Dying Light cloud version.
Yeah, I think it's a bit confusing here because we got emails about this as well. Like for the Famicast email, we got like emails about this and the sequel. It's like, I think the first one is a card-based game.
Oh, right. Okay.
And the sequel is the cloud-based one because it's like a more modern one.
Sure.
So yeah, bit weird. But also it's coming out in Japan. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is different. This was not in the Western one. What was that? Megadon?
I'm not sure. I was kind of like zoning out when I was watching this. It's kind of like what it is right now.
Robots.
Yeah. Not familiar with the series or anything like that. So yeah.
But if they're showing it in a direct, it must be, some people must like it in Japan.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably.
Yeah, it looks like they did more Dying Light in the Western one. By the looks of it.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, and they had like a sizzle reel with more stuff as well. Like the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. Star Wars stuff was nowhere to be found on the Japanese one, which I was disappointed because I didn't find out about that later. And yeah, right now it's talking about the Nintendo Switch Online. In Japan, it's just kind of boring. It's just like plus content as opposed to like expansion pack.
Okay.
But yeah, then from here, it's pretty much, at least with the gameplay footage, it's pretty much the same, but which is cool. I think there's a lot of neat games that are going to be here. Some are just stuff that you already knew, but Win Back is like, whoa, why? I mean, it's cool. I played that game back in the day. I thought it was fun. Sin and Punishment's going to be all over for everybody.
Who needs Metal Gear Solid when you have Win Back, right?
Right. And then one difference here, I noticed that in the Western ones that they showed off Dr. Mario 64, which never released outside of North America, but it's going to be on the Western thing, but not on the Japanese one. So,
and this was a mind-blowing one because we were expecting Game Boy, and then they showed Mega Drive. It's like, what? That's like the opposite of what we wanted. Well, what I wanted anyway.
Right, and the games are highlighting for the Mega Drive and Genesis, whatever you want to call it, and for Japan and for the West are quite different because of just what games were popular on both systems and stuff like that.
So watching the European one, so actually they're both called Mega Drive. It's kind of interesting, right? If you're watching the American one, it would be Genesis, right?
Right.
Yeah, but it's cool. They got the boxes from each region, which is cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So that was a rumor, wasn't it? Like you might have to pay more to get more consoles added, and I guess that turned out to be true. But the idiot who said Game Boy is definitely coming, he's fired.
Right.
Oh, did I say Game Boy? I meant Mega Drive.
Right.
What an asshole.
I was pretty surprised. I don't have like a close, I never really played Genesis, Mega Drive, whatever back in the day too much, but it's cool. It's going to be there. I'm more excited about the N64 stuff, the possibilities, and with stuff like Win Back being there. And then, the initial lineup of games are all right here. It's all the same, minus, the West has Dr. Mario. They're all the same, Mario 64, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart Win Back, Star Fox 64, Mario Tennis, Yoshi's Story, and Sin and Punishment. But
I apologize for the PAL boxes. They're so bad.
Yeah, what were they thinking?
But Mario Kart 64 is the North American box, but then all the rest of them, and Mario Tennis is North America. And then they use the PAL ones for the other ones. I don't understand.
Weird. Yeah, but so, the next kind of sizzle reel of games is pretty interesting, I think, and stuff that I don't think anybody was expecting to happen.
Oh, the Mega Drive ones?
Yeah, then,
are they
the
the same?
I haven't taken a really close look.
Well, just from looking at it there, what we got, 12, 13, 14, 6. Yeah, same number. But yeah.
Looks to be the same just by looking at it here.
Yeah, Rise Star, Echo.
Strider. Yeah.
And the Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Story box is so much nicer in Japan, isn't it? It's crazy.
Oh yeah, the Japanese boxes are
so beautiful.
Great. Yeah.
And then Majora's Mask promised for later. It's kind of
Majora's Mask F-Zero X.
F-Zero.
think about that. That opens up. Okay, you go through the Japanese things, you see all these games, they're all pretty much the same across. At the very end, they get to Custom Robo, and then what's Custom Robo 2, two Nintendo published exclusive games that were only released in Japan. The Custom Robo series did come out in the West later, I think on like GameCube and DS.
Right.
You know, like robot like fighting games, you kind of like customizing your character and stuff like that.
But Banjo was an absolute mind blower. I mean, people are underplaying this. It's like, oh, cool, they added Banjo. Dude, that's a Microsoft game. What are you talking about? That was not a simple get. A lot of contracts, a lot of green tea had to be drunk to get that contract signed, man. That is insane. That's really impressive. I was not expecting that. Even when
Absolutely.
you know the rumors of this coming, that was the one game I thought would never make it,
right. So that opens up the door for other rare games and stuff like that. I would love to see GoldenEye, but I just don't think that is ever
maybe that's a step too far.
Yeah, I know. And Perfect Dark, I think that's a possibility. And even with F-Zero X being on the service, I could see maybe Nintendo trying to offer the 64 DD expansion kit.
That's the dream.
Yeah. And it's cool. I have it. I've played it. We have a review of it up on our YouTube, and you should check it out. But yeah, it's cool. And I think it really adds a lot to the game. I hope they can make that stuff still live here. We'll see.
It is exciting, and nothing what we expected.
No, man. No.
Wireless controller. Ty probably wouldn't like that. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, so that's different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the Japanese one gets the 6-button one, and then the West.
Yeah.
Because I watched the American one, so the American one was the same. Gets the 3-button one. So yeah, again, the West gets screwed. I mean, not that I care, but
the same thing happened with like the Genesis Mini or whatever it was called. Like Japan had the option for this 6-button controller, whereas the West only got the 3.
Right.
Maybe you can get the 6-button one through doing something or other, but yeah, in Japan, I think that was just what came with all of them, which is like, why didn't they just do that? I mean, I can understand like maybe for nostalgia purposes for people in the West that grew up with a Mega Drive or a Genesis, like that 3-button controller is a thing, but
right. It's holding. The thing that I'm interested / worried about is the N64 stick. Is it going to be an original stick, or are they actually going to come to their senses and put a modern stick, or like a GameCube based one or something like that?
Good question. It does seem like they're being pretty true to what the original controllers are with what they've had so far.
I don't know, from looking at it, Danny, I know you have the most experience with these kind of things. Does it look the same to you there?
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same. I can't see anything different. We can't see the back of the controller, so I don't know what they're doing with that expansion port for like the memory cards or the rumble pack. Obviously,
yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, obviously if they had that in there, they maybe they'll keep like the thing like so it's there, but you can't plug anything into it because
maybe it's just an empty hollow shell, and they'll probably have a USB-C port on the top.
Maybe they'll
screen capture, maybe screen capture and ZLZR stuff in the back, maybe on the top, like they did with the Super Nintendo ones.
Right. Yeah. They got to put that somewhere, don't they?
Because you need a home button, you need a capture button, you need these basic switch functions, right? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they keep the same D-pad and stick as the original, because I mean, let's face it, man. I like this N64 controller, but that stick is not good. It's painful and it breaks and it grinds down a little fine powder that comes out.
When it's new, it's good, but the longer you use it, it's just like the worse it gets.
So yeah. So 5,400 yen for both of them, or
each.
Is it the same price for both?
Yep.
Okay.
So. Yeah. Interesting how in the West the Mega Drive controller is more expensive than the N64 controller,
even though it's a 3-button one.
3-button, and it looks like it's not nearly as big, but okay.
Okay, so lots to play in these collections. Oh, this was the one where I was like, well, I thought of Ty. Not Shadowrun Trilogy, I'm talking about the top. This is what's it called?
Actraiser?
Actraiser, yeah. Remake of Actraiser.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be out on the other consoles as well. I would laugh my ass off if this was a Nintendo exclusive.
I'd be
But
surprised.
probably not.
Right.
But yeah, even this advanced Castlevania Advanced Collection is not Nintendo exclusive, even though they are Nintendo games. Yeah, the bottom, the Western one has gone onto that.
Mhm.
But ActRaiser looks good. I mean, I've never actually played much of the. Maybe I played a little bit of the original, but I never owned it. So that's pretty cool.
I think I picked it up on like the Wii Virtual Console back in the day or something like that, but you know, I didn't play a whole lot of it.
Yeah, but
yeah.
if you don't watch the show, you know, our buddy Ty, who's on the show with us, he absolutely loves ActRaiser, so I'm sure he'll be all over that remake. Renaissance. Okay. Is it also Renaissance in English?
Yeah, and it's out for PS4 as well. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So probably on everything. Oh yeah, Renaissance. There it is. Available shortly after the presentation. Oh, so it's already out. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It's people. Yeah, some friends I know have already been playing. So.
And then Japan went on to Disco Elysium, which I'm kind of surprised that made it to the Japanese one.
Yeah.
I remember the Giant Bomb guys absolutely loved the shit out of that game. I think it was one of their Game of the Year nominations, like maybe last year.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very highly regarded. So we're getting like, you know, the final cut. What the hell is this? I don't know what this one is.
It's another Muso
Oh,
game
God.
based on something. I'm not really familiar with it, so like I just kind of zoned out again here.
Next.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, we didn't even watch the Hyrule Warriors Muso game. Not going to watch.
Yeah, so I'm not familiar with this series. Don't really care that much. So I mean, you know.
Wow, they're going all out with the collectors.
They're always some kind of weird, cool collector's editions for like every Warriors game here in Japan. Yeah.
Cool. Deltarune.
Yeah.
You think that's an actual dude in a suit? I think it is, isn't it?
It looks like it. It'd be a lot of money and time to make it like a 3D model to look real. So it's like.
I wonder if friends of the show 8-4-Play were involved in that little skip.
Yeah, hard telling. Maybe they're involved with, I think, the Japanese localization of the game and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Have you played the first chapter, Danny?
No, I haven't. I haven't downloaded
It's free on
it,
Switch.
I just haven't. Yeah, I haven't tried it.
Yeah. I mean, I might have to actually replay it from chapter 1 because it was so long ago now.
Sure.
Like over 2 years, 3 years? I can't remember now.
I think it was maybe 2.
Yes, and this is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think this is like maybe Switch console exclusive, or like for the time being, it's not on the other consoles. It's on PC and Switch.
Okay.
Okay. Western one doing Hot Wheels.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I know someone who's playing that.
Right. Arcade Archives, Xevious and Pac-Man.
Oh, another Super Robot game.
At 30, we know about this. This is coming out in the West, actually. It's coming out on Steam and the Switch, I believe.
What, the robot game? Super Robot?
Yeah.
Thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Girls Side Fourth Heart. Okay.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Tokimeki Memorial. Some people are into that. Not me so much.
Yep.
So
Animes. Oh, this is Ghost Camera. What's it called? Spirit Camera.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Wait.
Thing.
That's been announced for like West, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's why it's in the sizzle reel here.
Okay.
Just Dance. Yeah, it's interesting that in Just Dance 2022, they're showing for the Japanese one. It's a very Japanese heavy thing. There's a lot of Japanese pop songs and stuff like that on here. It's kind of how they do. It's always a little bit different with the release in Japan.
Oh, Danganronpa?
Yeah. Again, these are things that we already known about. It's just kind of like a reminder. Here you go, guys.
Okay, Western one's going on to the Mario movie.
Pocket, baseball. It's not baseball, but it's baseball.
Oh, the Advanced Collection just gets a sizzle reel.
Yeah, I saw this because I didn't see the West one. I was like, man, they really need to give this one a lot of time, did they?
They're like, next. It's like, it's fucking Castlevania. And they're like, next.
Yeah.
Okay, I finally can hear his voice because the American one, he was speaking fluent American English when I watched it.
Right.
So what do you think about the cast?
I think it's fine. I'm not. I know a lot of people are like already crapping all over it. 'Cause like, look, it's all these guys. It's gonna suck. It's like, you don't know that. We haven't even seen a single trailer. It's just just pictures of people that you know.
It's funny
like-
because somebody found a tweet where it said it's not going to be the Charles Martinet. It's going to be someone like Chris Pratt or some shit.
Oh, right.
And they said it like a year and a half ago. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited though, man. Like I'm just excited to see what they're going to do with this, just to make Mario be even bigger. You know.
I can't imagine that. I mean, this is like, wow, Chris Pratt. So it's not going to be. Is he going to put like a fake American Italian accent on? Because he doesn't have that kind of voice.
No. Well, he's an actor. I hope he could do. Just make
Is he
it
going to be like,
convincing.
hey, I'm Mario?
Who knows? Who knows how it's going to go?
And it's weird because I somehow assumed that they were in the Japanese one, they would show Japanese voice actors. But they didn't. It's just the same.
I bet what they're doing at this point, because if they're just kind of finalizing all this stuff for the base movie in English now, you know, for the Japanese dub, they'll obviously have something for that. Sometimes what they do with this stuff, sometimes, you know, American actors or Hollywood actors have like people that the Japanese movie industry decides, like, this guy plays Jack Black all the time. This guy plays Chris Pratt all the time.
I don't know. When I saw Jack Black, I thought, oh, that's cool. I don't know what he's going to do with it, but it's going to be cool.
Right. And then, Keegan-Michael Key, like,
no idea. Cool. Well, that's going to, I just can't even fathom what that is.
I told my wife, I was like, hey, honey, it's the guy from Noise. He's going to be Toad. Like, what?
Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong? So Donkey Kong's in it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Charles Martinet is just reduced to like other.
Right. Well, I mean,
Wario probably or something like that.
Sure. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with this. I'm excited. I'm gonna see this regardless. You know.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like, oh, we feel sorry for him. You know. Well, Charles, we got something you can do, little buddy.
He's still getting the voice like the characters in games and stuff. So they haven't fired
CK,
him yet.
Oh, Cranky Kong. I don't know that guy. And Kamek, so Magic Cooper and oh my god, I don't want to even say that in English. The guy on the right.
Yeah, no, it's
all sorts of wrong. What is
But the guy's name's Blackie, like the character. I don't.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that's why they localized it, because that sounds wrong in English.
But what do they call it in English?
Oh, Spike. Okay. But wait, that's not the Spike that I know. Spike's the guy who throws things over his head. Different.
Completely different. This is the Wrecking Crew, man.
Oh, okay. So Nintendo made two characters called Spike.
Well,
I think the other Spike is SPYK or something like that.
Okay.
Man, that's weird. Okay, I didn't even know that until now.
Yeah, it's weird because something I guarantee you that character's name wasn't always Spike.
Yeah. So yeah, the first African American walked into Nintendo of America and said, guys, you can't call it that. And then they had to change it. So next, I think it's Splatoon. I mean, I'm probably the most hyped for Splatoon on the crew. And this is hype as fuck.
Yeah.
This looks amazing. I really want to know how these kind of mech things work.
Yeah. Like,
is it something you have to earn, or is it just like you just find it in the stage, or is it like one mech per team? Is it a special mode where you can only, use it in mech? There's a mech special mode or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I like how they're trying to mix it up as much as they can. Yeah. Looks like there's some kind of special maneuver stuff, like swinging across, like Spider-Man style.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
And then new characters which are based on humans, like apes. Mm-hmm. Like I forgot what they call them, mammaloids, I think it was called in English.
Mammalians.
Yeah, mammalians. Good job.
They said it in Japanese for the guy.
Mammalians. Oh, same in Japanese. Oh, okay.
Yes. Like the English phrase that you'll see at the end of this little thing. Well.
So
the doctor.
Yeah. So there's three types of creature in the world. There's squids, there's octopus, and there's humans. Oh, mammalians. And it really looks like they've gone all out on the single player mode this time, which is kind of exciting. I think it's going to be, I mean, they've tried to, I think the first one was kind of basic, but it was really fun.
Sure.
And then the second one, they had so many more levels, but I don't know. I thought the world of the second one wasn't as fun, but this one, I think they've really gone out on the world part of it, which is kind of exciting. Return of the Mammalians. Yeah, because I don't know if you know, but like in the lore in the game, they talk about how the ape-based people kind of became extinct, which is why that, you know, only squids and octopus survive.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool to kind of come back on that. This is Nogami, isn't it?
Sure. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. It's called Splatsville or something. It's called yeah, Splatoon is the game where they localize the shit out of it in Japanese and English. It's amazing what they do.
Yeah.
Make everything sound like cool in the respective languages, but being completely different from one another.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing that they don't just copy and paste stuff over from the Japanese version in this case, because it just doesn't work.
Like there's a weapon called the goo tuber in English, which you know, YouTuber is a thing in Japanese, but like goo is not, so it doesn't work.
Not the same.
Yeah. That's it. You know what that voice is, right? That's like when Japanese people pretend to speak English. I speak English.
Yeah.
Are you American?
Yeah. I try not to make fun of it too much, because God knows, being a foreigner here in Japan, it's like how many times I'm not gonna mess up.
So there it is. Yep, Splatoon 3, Hyperspec.
Yeah.
And this one, oh yeah, this ended with okay, the Western video seems to have crashed, but never mind.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call of Duty 12.
Call of Duty. I mean, friend of the show, not Kojima, shit.
Kamiya.
Friend of the show, Kamiya, he's been saying that, you know, we can't show it, we're not allowed to, it's up to Nintendo. You know, that's kind of funny. Now you're looking back at that tweet, it was like a week ago or something. It's like, well, we're not going to show it. Now it's like a whole different vibe to it. Because Nintendo going to show it next week, man.
Yeah. Have you ever played any of the Bayonetta games?
Yeah, there was a demo for the second one on Wii U.
Not in Japan.
Not in Japan, but in every other country there was. Yeah, and it's good. Yeah, I never picked it up, but maybe it's just not my kind of game.
Sure.
Like I don't really play character action games like that, but they are really high quality and really good. Like if you like that kind of thing.
Sure.
It's like I really want to like it, but it's like it's just not my kind of genre, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of with me too. I mean, I think it looks great. It looks like it performs well. That always reviews well and stuff too. So, yeah. I mean, just over the top, you know, kind of ridiculous stuff all the time too, which I think it's always kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, being a gamer, you know, we only have a certain amount of time and a certain amount of money, so you got to kind of just pick and choose, though, you know.
I notice she wears more clothes as soon as Nintendo takes over publishing rights.
And it's still so form-fitting that she might as well be naked.
Right. But the first one, she literally just is naked and her hair attacks the enemies. And then the second one, she's like, you know, it's a little bit more covered up. This one, she's got like a full suit.
Yeah. I think that's kind of an interesting difference here too, because, you know, I think in the West, you see a lot of Western publishers don't sexualize their characters as much, but in Japan you still see that, and that's the reason being is just a difference in culture, and they just don't see it as a problem.
Yep.
So it's like, if you're mad about it, like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, maybe just get mad at the Japanese culture in general, and that's not going to change anything.
Yeah.
But
13-year-old girls in bikinis, it's just Japanese culture, Danny. Just get used to it.
You know what I mean.
Xenoblade. Was it Xenoblade X or something like
that? Boob enhancements and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, looks good, but not our thing. And then that was the last thing. That was the last thing, right? Yeah. All right then, guys. So yeah, that was the end of the directs. Hope you enjoyed those little Japanese exclusive parts. So yeah, definitely. I mean, Metroid, it's merely 2 weeks away at the time of recording. It's very exciting. Splatoon 3, that's next year. I'm still excited for that. Is there anything new that you saw for the first time in this direct that you're like, oh snap? Or just N64, I guess? Or?
I'm really excited about the N64 stuff. I mean, seeing weird things like Winback on there, it just makes me think like, you know, if you think about like the NES and the Super Nintendo library of games, like, yeah, I had those systems when I was a kid, but like I didn't know like everything that was going on. Whereas like during N64 started, I was like reading magazines and stuff, following stuff on the internet. So like even stuff that would be somewhat obscure, they're probably something that, you know, I've heard about. So, and also there's not as many games that release on the N64 compared to like the NES and Super Nintendo. So I think that's going to be interesting to see what type of games, what type of licenses, not even licenses, just you know, what they can get a hold of to put on the system.
Well, Danny, 1 year from now, there's going to be like what 20 games on N64.
Yeah,
it
depends. Yeah, it depends too. They're going to probably do a drip feed type of a deal, but we'll see how it goes.
Now they're going to have 4 consoles to support, and it's like what 1 game from each maybe per month.
Yeah, well, I guess with the Mega Drive, you know, Genesis, whatever, you can probably blame Sega on what they do or don't have. Right. For the Nintendo stuff, it's like that's all like Nintendo. Like,
it's interesting, like how they're going to share the profits with that. I mean, like, because people are going to subscribe.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I subscribe for the whatever it's called, the expansion, the whatever pack. Super bonus pack, Nintendo Online, I'm not doing it for Sega stuff. I'm doing it for N64. Yeah, but I still have to pay for both. So,
yeah. Well, I think if they make it too complicated, then people, well, maybe then they couldn't even get support for the Sega system. Maybe not enough people would buy it or something like that. It's like maybe that's a way to incentivize other former console makers to put their type of stuff on there, like, you know, PC Engine stuff or Wonder Swan, you know, or whatever. It's weird. I mean, you're gonna have what, like 5 extra consoles if you have the expansion pass in the future. It's like, but then the price is going to stay the same. I mean, it's kind of weird to think about that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm sure we'll talk about it more on Famicast 207 in early October 2021, in case you're watching this way in the future. But anyway, that was our Famicast Reacts, and thanks for watching. Danny, thanks for joining me. Yeah, always a pleasure.
Peace.
Peace.